If I'm into you, I ain't going nowhere. I met my wife in a grocery store. I tried to run her over in the parking lot to get to know her. Had a weak line. So you must want to get hit by a car. I'm like, why did I say that? Like, that's gonna make her say, wow, I really want to get to know him. I had to make a U-turn back around and hit her with another line. All right. That's a brother who had no line, which I'm proud of. I had no line, but at the same token, I wasn't ready. But when I saw her in aisle 7 and I was in aisle 4, I was like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I was like, keep the $50 and keep the change. But sir, it's only $2. It only cost you $2. I don't care. Keep the $48. I'm going ahead and meet this lady. I didn't care how long it would have been. I would have waited for her. You understand? How long? And she felt like I want him to get to know me. It would take him 3 months to get to know me. It would have taken me 3 months. So how long should you wait before you have sex with a guy? When you feel that he knows you, then you can go ahead. Now, that's not being biblical. Biblical, hey, you're supposed to wait till you're married. You need to wait till you're married. That's the honest truth. You need to wait till you get married. Because I don't want a wife and we're standing at the altar and half the guys out in the audience can tell me how my wife likes it. Okay? Any other questions, any other comments?
Just to piggyback on what you were saying about, the men and making the decision, I was talking to a guy that I had dated, and he had made this statement that, we judge each other by our sex. And I said, yeah, you about right on that. When you really think about it, if it ain't hitting on that, yeah, you're like, oh, whoa, But then I was telling him, I said, well, as a woman, you have to look at my point of view. Like you said, if I come at you and I sleep with you right away, in the back of your mind, you think, did she sleep with him, somebody else, this quick?
We're going to think
that. And I said,
we're going to think that.
I said, I can sleep with you today, but then tomorrow I might not like you. I need to get to know you, because I don't want to sleep with you and not like you the next day. Mm-hmm. I said, so for a woman, it's different. We have to carry ourselves as women. We can't sleep with everybody we like. Mm-hmm. So we have to get to know the man and know that we want to be with this man before we sleep with him. Because we sleep with everybody we like. Of course, we probably have, whole tattoo on our back, but we don't, because, you connect with people with their personalities and this, that, and the other, but they might not be the person for you.
You would get tattooed as a whole if you slept with 5 different guys.
Right. But
I won't get tattooed. I won't get tattooed as a whole if I slept with 5 different women. I won't get tattooed as a whole.
Right.
Yes. That's allowed.
Nowadays, I noticed that it's kind of like the same. Like if you the hoe, quote unquote, or if you the Virgin Mary, it's like that man doesn't want either one, because he don't want the hoe because she's the roller, and then he don't want the virgin because she doesn't know anything. So it's like, I one time had an uncle say something like, don't no man want a lady who only knows 2 moves, and he was like, lay down and get up. I was like, why would you say that? You're just a jerk. But it's like, the today's like back in the day. Oh yes, like the Virgin Mary is this precious prize, but today it's like the man doesn't want that anymore. He doesn't want the one that's so fast. It's like he wants that one in the middle. And what do you say to the woman who wants to wait until she's married? Is there such thing as a guy that's out there for her? Because it's like non-existent now. Like women are not, it's like the last of a dying breed that's not existing anymore, and men are looking for virgins. And they're not looking for the rollers unless that's what they want. They're looking for somebody, get to know spirit of the moment. If it happened, it happened. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If we are compatible, then you're a perfect match for me. If you're not compatible, then I don't, I had to test the car before I buy it.
And add on to what you're saying, the quote unquote quality woman out here isn't so much the quality woman anymore. She's selling today with all her qualifications that she has and degrees and things of that nature, still selling for or becoming that quote unquote hoe in the dark. But because I done seen them been around. You talking about the life of the woman of today. So my kick to this is that the brothers, man, we got to just come up and start looking at y'all different. But as we try to, y'all spend it on us and show us the other side of, I'm not the housewife no more. I'm the whole wife now. You know what I'm saying? I was the housewife and I sat around and somebody took my man. And I'm not selling for that anymore. So now I'm out with my Lexus, Benz, or whatever else, with my big house, my company, corporation, my 5, 6 digits, taking trips by myself to do whatever because I'm tired of sitting around y'all lonely women when I can get out here and get the brother to rub close up to me just for that moment.
Good questions, good answers. Let's piggyback to close it out. You know, yes, brothers. Segment of what men need to know about women. Communicate with the woman.
Yes, sir.
Before you go out there to mess around on her, try this. Tell her what you need her to do. Tell her what you feel she's lacking. Sit down. Don't worry about hurting her feelings. Try to take your time. Think it out how you want to put it to her. Because it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And let her know the areas that she's lacking in. You can sit and tell her, you know, I don't want you to push me out there. Okay? But if you need it, you know, the one that's not getting it but twice a month, let her know. Hopefully, she will respect you, care for you enough, and value that relationship enough that she will pick it up. You know, and you don't have to tell her again. You guys don't have to talk to her again. Okay? Ladies, the same thing. Don't use for the excuse, you know what, he just emotionally, he just wasn't bringing it emotionally, and I messed around on him because I just needed some emotional caressing. Okay? Don't use the emotion as an excuse. If he's lacking in that area, ask yourself, did you sit down and have a conversation with the brother to tell him that he wasn't giving you what you need and that he could possibly push you away out there? Because if somebody told me that, if I'm dating you and you tell me, you know what, because I don't want you to push me out there, I swear, it's going to wake me up and I'm like, that's a hint. I'm not going to be like, yeah, you go out there if you want to there. Threatening her is not going to keep her from going out there. You need to sit up there and say, you know what, I got you. That's communication. Communication is the key to keeping that relationship going. When you lose that communication and it's going bad already, it's not going anywhere but downhill. Okay? Since we don't have cards up there or anything, and this is a new show, I have to read it off my writing. I hope you enjoyed the show. It's encouraging to know that whatever you're going through, that you're not alone. And as long as you know that you're not the first in that situation, there's a great chance that someone already has a solution to your problem. One of the subjects was about abstaining from sex until you're married. Well, here's something very important that you need to know. If you are still a virgin, or if you decide to stop and abstain from sex until you get married, you are among the diamonds and the jewels. You see, diamonds and jewels are one of the few things that everyone would love to have. Why do you think we as men want it so bad? And many women wish they hadn't lost it so early and shared it with so many men who are no longer in their life. You have something precious to be proud of. The value that you put into protecting that is the value that we as men put into you. I hope you enjoyed the show. Me, I'm Keith, and my guest. We're just telling you as we see it. Take care.